that margin of safety got lower and lower every single round until we were down to the hundredths of a second.
I'm super excited to be racing here at the World Pro Tour, and it's even more exciting to know that I'm able to win. And my first win today was amazing, and the feeling crossing the finish line, being first, was just amazing.
Today is race day, so now we see where it goes.
Whoa! Tangled up!
I looked away for a split second. She doesn't look like she's getting up any too soon. That's not good.
Yeah, so 2 days ago in the qualifier, I started feeling my back kind of tense up after we were done. I was like, oh man, that's not good. I don't know how many rounds I have in me today, how many rounds it's going to be stable, but so far so good.
I plan to go to this one, to Bear Valley, and to Taos. So it'll be the full circuit.
I'd like to push my line a little bit more. I'd like to take more chances and work on the start.
Figured out something in my skiing, so I was only 900s behind Aaron, which is like the best I've ever done.
This is certainly pushing me towards that Bear Valley trip.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let me tell you, we've been here since Monday. This race department and the groomers and the whole staff here has just been right behind getting this hill prepped. It's an unbelievable hill, super steep, 3 jumps. We put about 50,000 gallons worth of water on the course because there's so much new soft snow here to bring that surface in, so it's good and grippy.
I'm Kyle Rasmussen, born and raised here in Bear Valley. Super excited to see the World Pro Tour back again for a second year in a row. Bear Valley has a real rich history of ski racing, going way back to the 70s and 80s. And I grew up here as a kid, learning how to race, racing against some of these guys. And eventually I made it to the World Cup Tour and had a long career, 13, 14 years on the World Cup. So Bear Valley was founded by my grandfather, Maury, and it was family run for a number of years, 20 plus years. My role for the race here was to just hill prep. I'm just helping out Bear Valley and making sure with my experience that the hill's getting prepared for world-class racing. And I a lot of good feedback last year from the race, and hopefully we pull it off again this year. Hill is like built for pro racing, and I think that's probably why there was races back here, in the 70s and 80s. It's just the perfect pro racing hill. It's difficult. It has two nice rolls to build the bumps on, and the athletes will be challenged today. But I think it'll be a really good race.
It's always great to come back to Bear Valley. The Pro Tour has been coming here since the 1970s. The Feather Duster run was, one of the iconic runs on the tour at the time, with the undulating terrain and all that, the steep sections and the really hard icy snow. So last year we were here and the snow was hard, and the World Cup skiers, David Ketterer in particular, they were used to those kind of conditions.
So the course is beautiful right now. We put a lot of water on it the last 3 days. We had no bays when we got here pretty much. Put a lot of water. The temps haven't helped out a ton. But we probably have a 4-inch base right now. We had a little wind tonight. The low's supposed to be about 24. It should be good. If we get a little groove, that'd be great. I don't think it's gonna break away. Maybe it firms up enough tonight, but we're good to go. The set, I tried to go for a 23, 24 meter set. Wasn't able to do that with the spacing of the jumps and everything, so I'd say it's average 21. Make sure you inspect the course. First 2 jumps on the skier's left. When you go up the jumps, you're gonna feel like you're flying into the woods. So inspect the course, have the right line, and be smart on it. If you nail those, you probably do well.
We'll have 2 alternates for the men and 1 for the ladies. I would suggest you hang around if you do not qualify. Last event in Aspen, we had to replace a couple of alternates, so just be aware of that. We'll know tomorrow after qualifying who will be the alternates.
And that's all I got. A big thank you to all the racers and everybody for coming out, and have a good time tonight. Have a great time this weekend, and thanks to all.
Let's go to Norway now. Christian Sjovic, half Brazilian, half Norwegian. He's on the red course.
Pressing the turn, good high edge angle, looking clean, looking smooth. Down here, Cameron Leonard touches down. It's Sjovic out front now, just by a skosh. Sjovic's going to cross the line, finish.
Wow.
He's going to advance into the semifinals. Goes Sjovic over our defending tour champion. Sjovic makes the move on Ankeny, heads for the finish line with the advantage as Ankeny struggles to try to make it up here. 3 gates to go into the finals. It's a champion, a new champion here in our first day of racing here at Aspen. Sjovic with the win, Voracek in second.
It for sure gives me some confidence going in, knowing that I won the last event, or the first event at least. So happy to be in that spot. It's my first year. I of course grew up doing some dual slalom, but not in this format with the start gate. Of course makes a big difference, but yeah. After the last Pro Tour, I for sure wanted to do more of them because it's so much fun compared to just regular skiing. The nerves are not quite there as in regular racing, and the community it's just a lot more fun, so I really enjoy it. It's just more relaxed, people are friends. We have a lot of some college athletes, some people that have retired, and the vibe is just more chill. Yeah, in the summer I pretty much spend all my time playing tennis, so that's my workout during the summers, and I lift some weights of course, and I love playing golf, skateboarding, and just being outside in general. I've been skiing the whole week, so feeling pretty good. Body's feeling good. I usually go for some mobility, fire up the legs, the core, the back, and do some light stretching, and then I should be good to go. Travel there was pretty long. I had a direct flight, so I'm happy with that at least, but took some time to get here. Hopefully I can go to bed early, but I'm a little behind in school right now, so I got a pizza, and then I'm probably gonna do school for a couple of hours and then get some sleep.
I flew from Calgary, and then we all met up in San Francisco, and Mazda gifted us a vehicle, so we all got to road trip from there, which was pretty sweet.
I'm excited. We've heard a lot about last year's race and how it was super icy, but we got some fresh snow, and so hopefully it'll soften up a little bit, but not too much.
I would say when it's steeper, and more terrain, it's definitely more technical, and I feel like things balance out a little bit more, between racers. Because if it's really, really flat, and it's a lot about more of how you glide and how you push on a flat surface, versus here it's you're using the forces, you're using gravity, and you just have to kind of keep up with it. I wouldn't say that's my specialty, but we've skied steeps before.
Yeah. I think having more speed with the hill is gonna create a more level playing field. My Aspen performance wasn't exactly what I had wanted. I think that I was kind of just getting the whole feel of the start gates and duels. Having someone right next to me while I was trying to go as fast as I could is a lot more pressure than just going alone. So I'm trying to think about that before I go out of the start gate and just be aware of it. And hopefully I can do a little bit better.
Honestly, right now we're still trying to figure out what skis we're gonna ski on tomorrow. So after they just told us this sort of recap of the course, most people here were former FIS skiers, so there's a regulation size radius and length, which is 30 meters. And they said that this GS course is going to be 21 meters on average. So you need to be snapping off a really tight turn, which is very hard on those skis. You have to be on your game. Some people are talking about just using their shorter slalom skis. So we'll see how that pans out, and maybe do the trainer a couple times and see. But stretch. I mean, if somebody is on their GS skis versus someone on their slalom skis, they could be evenly matched if they're both able to turn them well, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the snow as well. So I think we'll bring both of our skis, both GS and slalom, and see what happens and what we're feeling. Maybe do a run in the trainer with slalom skis and then a run in the trainer with our GS skis, and then go from there. Caitlin's gonna read. She's gonna read about half a page and pass out.
Yeah. That was my nighttime routine. Yeah, I've been trying to read a book for 2 months, and I can't. Anyway. She probably would read, but she forgot her book, so.
Yeah, I know.
That's not an exciting answer.
So, the women will be racing only tomorrow. Today is qualifying for the men and women. The men will have the GS after. Tomorrow will be a women's slalom. But today, if the women ski fast enough to make that top 16, they will get in the field with the men.
Our schedule of weather today, it's coming in. The wind is going to slightly pick up, gusts of 30 miles an hour by around the 1 or 2 o'clock hour, with snow picking up as well. And so we can't do a thing about the weather, but we can start the racing when we're good and ready.
Yeah, today is qualifying here. We're qualifying in a GS course. The women's race is slalom tomorrow, and I think people are a little uncomfortable to be back on GS skis. A lot of the time we're on slalom, but the course run's great. The jumps are good.
Now we're on giant slalom skis, which gets a little more loose. We're up to 27 or 30 meter radius turns. Ski racers, unlike recreational skiers, we don't necessarily like new snow, we like hard snow. So we're starting to develop some holes, and it could be a little bit of a rodeo towards the end, but if it was clean and fresh, everyone would do it. So we're looking forward to an exciting day.
Very good. Had a decent job during the first run, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. The course is definitely challenging. I feel like it's the most challenging course out of the Pro Tours I have done, so excited to keep skiing.
It's actually quite turny. I didn't feel like it's super fast. Technical, more technical, I like it. But I like that the jumps are not as big as last year.
The jumps are a little blind, so you just need to kind of like, you think you need to know, you need to think you know where you're going at least. But yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun. I'm excited for the second one.
The first one, you aligned a little bit on the flat on the first one, but the two other ones are pretty nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of people here are mostly slalom skiers, and so I think a lot of people haven't been on GS skis in a while, so everyone's feeling it out today.
I'm wearing my GS skis from 2011. With giant slalom, there's been different regulation changes throughout the years for injury prevention reasons. There used to be a lot of knee injuries because they thought the skis would turn too hard. And then, so they made the skis harder to turn, and then there were a lot of back injuries. So now we're back to somewhere in between. And
Hybrid
skis.
I'm on the long ones.
You're on the long ones.
So like your slalom skis like snap and bend and you got power, but these, you kind of just have to ride the ski a little bit.
Like the first run. like a warm-up run.
If you would have gotten like one of those pictures on roller coasters at theme parks, I would have been like, ah! A little out of control, but we're figuring out the tempo and pace.
It's kind of hectic, especially after the jumps. It's quick.
I'm freezing, really cold. I think the course is going to be solid.
It's Bluebird, that's for sure.
It's all in your mindset. It's a sunny day, blue sky.
The banner that was on the fence line, it was kind of coming loose and it was hitting the beam, so it was knocking it out of line. So we've got it dialed back in. We had to send Tegan Wold and Michaela O'Brien back up because that beam getting knocked out of line did not give us a time.
Think is it going to be an advantage or disadvantage to get another run before your first time comes along?
Yeah, I think the legs are feeling a little juiced, but overall, big advantage.
Cool. Well, good luck in run number 2, aka run number 1.
Thank you, thank you.
The speed is on the snow.
Oh, Axel Rod.
Man, that was another one we see like that. That is
Rod, how you didn't blow your knee out right there. It's got to be that incredible strength you have right there.
Section is turny. You don't have as much of a speed, and I feel like it's longer distance for for the breakover, for the roller from the first jump. I think it's gonna be hard to clear it, but it might be also more difficult to clear it because when you're landing on the steep from the flat and you're supposed to turn immediately, very quickly, it's kind of hard. It's chattery. So I feel like the first jump is gonna be easier than the second one.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2,
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
Welcome to Taos, a place guided by our fierce independence and confluence of cultures, and further emboldened by our connection to Mother Nature. A place that challenges itself to be better, not bigger, to preserve the essence of winter. From electrifying our fleet to improving the health of our forests, we strive to be better for the good.
For more than half a century, Seiko has been supporting athletes in their efforts to be the best. Now, we want to bring this reliable technology to anyone striving for a goal. Because we understand, a split second can change everything. Keep going forward. Prospex.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The three-row Mazda CX-90.
Hi, my name is Tim Cohey. I'm president of the California Mountain Resort Company, which includes Bear Valley Mountain Resort. So Bear Valley was built in the 1960s. It was one of the first ski areas built here in California. And it was built by people who really had a passion for skiing and riding. Mainly Bruce Orvis and his family were the first original owners with some partners out of the Stockton area. The original manager was a guy named Maury Rasmussen, and Maury was a big skier. He was out every day on the mountain. He loved the sport. He was basically the one who developed the mountain Bear Valley you see today. When we first started looking at acquiring Bear Valley was last year, and it happened to be about the time that the World Pro Ski Tour came here in 2023. And, you know, to be frank about it, I was kind of surprised. Because I mean, here's this, struggling ski area that is now hosting a World Pro Ski Tour. And the reason it made sense is because that's the heritage of this ski area. It goes back to the 1970s. Literally, it goes back almost 50 years. And when you're at the lodge, the overnight, the lodge, or you're at the ski area, it is littered with photography from those days. And so we think that we can bring it back to what it was. So it's no surprise that what's become sort of the way of the industry these days is multi-resort passes. So we saw that model and said, look, we have something similar in the context, in the concept of multi-resorts, but an incredibly different offering. So all of our ski areas are the closest ski areas to almost every city in the state of California. We have these highways that, if we are able to grow the business a little bit and bring in more skiers and riders, we have the one thing that is probably almost more important than anything, and that is highway capacity. So the big advantage we have is that we have 4 resorts that are all closer to the market, easy to get to, not overcrowded, with capacity to grow, and just a simpler way to enjoy the sport. So Bear Valley has a lot of potential. It's been around forever. It needs to go back to more of what it was, which is open all the time, groomed all the time, because the greatest terrain in the world doesn't matter if you don't put a machine on it, if you don't groom it. The most important part of what we intend to do with Bear Valley is to bring back a full 1,900 vertical feet of groomed terrain. Our job is to basically get more guests and get it back to where it was when it was under the control of the Rasmussens, people who really ski and ride for a living. And I think that's what people appreciate about us, Carl and I, and is that this is what we do. We've been, I was a ski racer many years ago, and we've been in this business for literally decades. I've been around it my whole life, and so chasing my son all over the world, and another son who is also very, very good. So, if anytime I have an opportunity to be involved in ski racing, I'm probably going to do it.
F2, Filip Fjorček, the Olympian and member of the World Championship team. He is from the Czech Republic. He's loading in right now.
Fjorček strong out of there. No advantage for Ketterer. Dropping down to pitch. It looks like Fjorček with a bit of an edge already on the blue course side. Comes Ketterer on the red course side, trying to close the gap. He's wide and caught. There's going to be Fjorček moving into the finals. Who is he going to be facing? They across the line he will go, and on into the semifinals goes Filip Fjorček. Here goes Voracek on the red course side. There's the move. Oh, he's all kinds of twists. Off he goes! Giving up a .75. Philippe Voracek in second place today.
So in Aspen, I didn't know what to expect because I haven't skied much before. I got more training coming here. I definitely had more confidence skiing here this weekend. I did ski for CU Boulder for 5 years, go Buffs. So I stopped skiing for CU last spring. I still went there to finish my school and graduated in December. And I don't ski the World Cups anymore. I do ski for fun and I love the Pro Tour, so I'm just skiing this series. I coached for a month in Europe, my brother and some of the junior team. Then I went straight to Aspen and skied the Pro Tour, and now I'm working partially, definitely getting used to it, seeing what's up next, but you know, the Pro Tour is amazing, excited for it. About the performance, I was able to win the quali in Aspen and here. I was second and third, it's good. On the other hand, maybe I was able to do a little better, at least in one of those, reach the top, win for the first time, but happy, can't complain. You know, it's just take it step by step. I'm happy with my skiing, it's been quite consistent. Of course, I'm doing mistakes here and there, but I'm just excited to ski and try to get as far as I can. I mean, I love competing. I'll just try to, you know, do as well as I can every single race.
Welcome back. The time is right for a little bit of round of 16 action here, the World Pro Ski Tour.
So Caitlin Harsh has skied her way into the men's field by being in the top 4 on her course on the second run. So she'll be facing Philippe Voracek.
Comes Voracek on the outside red course, a couple of gates ahead of Caitlin. Nick Cohey, local boy, on the right-hand side red course against the Joker, Michael Ankeny on the blue.
So Ankeny, so powerful out of the start, gets a little bit of a jump on Cohey as they head down the pitch into the first jump. Yeah. Here comes Cohey over the red course side. Oh, Cohey's all kinds of trouble. Oh, no.
Watch out for Axelrod. He's not afraid to throw it down and throw caution to the wind.
So SBK predicted to be getting a jump over Axelrod as they head. Oh, Axelrod down. Oh, takes a gate to the face there.
Nick, that's where I went out in my second quali run.
Really?
Yeah, because like, do you feel like you should be able to point it, like line it up and send it up the blast?
Not this year. It's different this year.
I've never felt my knee glow like that. Everything. The whole thing's gone. I'm fine. All right, second run.
Wrap it up.
Let's go.
Ketterer on the right-hand side. The Norwegian Joachim Milde on the blue. He has impressed us so far. Let's see what happens.
Milde's figured out how to get up from behind the start doors right there with Ketterer. Ooh, Ketterer gets caught on the inside edge. Really getting some energy out of the ski now, working it nicely off the bottom bump. Oh, off the jump, but down on the blue course side. Tough break.
The gate's gonna open quicker on the blue course because he had an advantage previously. Here we go.
So you see how his doors lights started first. Oh, well, now he's chasing Caitlin Harsh. Not trying not to make any mistakes. So it's Voracek at the line, going to advance into the round of 8 goes Voracek. All right, Spaniard gets left behind as Sobek drops down the pitch on the blue course side with an advantage into the first jump that they will go. He's trailing now. It's going to be Sobek at the line. He knows it's over. Boom, out goes Ankeny, and down the pitch he goes. Ankeny in control and heading for the round of 8 to face off against Sobek.
Oh!
This is gonna be all over the place. Ketterer's having trouble to the second jump they go. Looks like he's kind of giving up a little bit. Here comes Ketterer. Is he going to get it?
Oh! At the last minute, I think he got it.
0-2-0.
Wow.
That was a scrapper.
Wow.
I thought mine opened up too early, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what everybody said. They go back and it's already open.
Talk to me, Kevin. We got something going on with the gates up top?
So the controller that allows us to program the doors to open with the differential built in this nasty weather is giving us trouble. So we're going to open the doors evenly, and then we will explain who advances when they get to the finish line.
Okay, Roman and Miha rerun.
Are you gonna rerun or no?
No, I won.
You won?
Yeah.
By like 3,000ths.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is like Murphy's Law right now.
Yeah.
Whatever can happen is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a rerun. Miha Kuhner and Roman Frost, they are on course coming at you.
Here goes Miha, starting to stretch it out on the red course side. He's going to cross first. Is it enough?
Oh, it's going to be close.
So he wins the run by 0.22, not enough to make up the 6/10.
Now we have our field set for the round of 8. It's going to be Thorchek and Lagier, Solvecking and Ankeny, SBK, and then Ketterer, and then Frost and Chabot will be going together. We're going to get them locked and loaded up in the gate and continue on with the racing here.
We're feeling pretty good. Since Aspen, I've skied a few times actually. Every Tuesday I coach my high school with a good friend of mine. So we just actually had a state champion. Shout out Viv. So that's been fun to train alongside those kids, and I always love coaching. And then I do a beer league every Tuesday night as well with like 6, 7, 8, or 9 of my really good friends from back home. So staying competitive, and just on a different circuit. Beer league at Buck Hill is the best preparation for the World Pro Ski Tour you can do. No, I mean it's great because it does give me a chance to get back on my equipment and at least get a touch on my edges. Because at this point, I do rely a lot on muscle memory. Coming into Bear Valley, being second place in the standings, it feels good. It's better than I've been ranked in years past, and Bear Valley is a really cool hill. I struggled here last year, honestly, so it's a new challenge, and I really want to, redeem myself on this hill. Last year we had really challenging conditions with boilerplate ice. This year it's going to be a little different. A lot of fresh snow, warmer weather, so we will hopefully just completely forget what happened last year and come back and continue to build on the momentum that I had from Aspen. Normally, if conditions change, that being ice versus soft snow, we would have different equipment, but I flew here with one ski bag, so got to make it work. And I think that I've found kind of a utilitarian setup where last year I came here expecting soft snow and got ice. And then I went to a previous race expecting ice and got soft snow. So I said, why am I doing that? Let's just find a setup that's good for everything. It might not be the best on a certain condition, but it's going to be one that gives me a solid result regardless of what Mother Nature decides to do. When snow conditions change, the course set also will tend to change. When it's soft like this, it'll be a little closer together because you can't produce enough energy to turn all the way across the hill like you normally would on ice. And all that is just relying on your bank of knowledge on how the ski works. It is a very equipment-heavy sport, but it's the pilot, not the plane. The one thing with not being a professional skier full-time anymore is I just don't have the repetitions on the snow like I used to. So on a clean course, when the snow hasn't been touched, I can be the fastest out here, no questions. It's just when you start seeing some of those holes develop where I sort of forget how to ski that, and honestly, it's a good challenge for me. So it's fun to get back into those conditions and to challenge myself in that way. The only other part where my age might play a factor is fitness is not going to be what's going to win this race for me. It's going to be a smart tactical approach and banking on my knowledge of the snow.
Introducing the first ever Mazda CX-50.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Welcome to Taos, a place guided by our fierce independence and confluence of cultures, and further emboldened by our connection to Mother Nature. A place that challenges itself to be better, not bigger, to preserve the essence of winter. From electrifying our fleet to improving the health of our forests, we strive to be better for the good.
And they are off and racing.
Out on track they go. The first run of the round of 8. Voracek, your fastest qualifier, and Lagier was your 8th quickest qualifier. Voracek touching down the bullet. He goes across the finish line. He goes with the advantage of a .888. We will assign that max differential, so he gets .60. And out on track they go. Looks like a good clean start. Both these guys, maybe Sovek got a jump on Ankeny, the master from behind the start gates into the first bump. Sovek, oh, Ankeny all twisted around. Oh!
That did not do it. The snow just like gave out. I fell forward and then like through the gate and then off the jump. Well, I landed on my feet.
Ketterer going solamente, and he'll do this twice.
I'm done for today. Quarterfinals, you know, the round of 8. I was up there in the start, then finally I decided to pull out. It's so tight and the snow conditions are bad. I have only one body, you know, 2 knees, 1 back, and it's like 50-50, you know. If you're lucky, maybe you're fine. If not, then anything can happen.
Drop in, go, run in the round of 8 for these two. Frost and Chablis coming down the pitch. Frost out front, charging hard. It's going to be Frost at the line when we got a win for Frost by 2:43.243 for Roman Frost. Doors are going to open simultaneously because of the weather. We've lost our ability to program the doors. You can win the run, but not win the race. So if you don't make up the 0.6 of a second, you make up 5.9, you do not win. Lagier making a move there. He's trying to send it down the hill, man. That was some great edge changes there. He might win the run, but he's not going to advance. It's going to be Lagier wins by .065. It needed to make up 0.6, so on goes Voracek. If anybody can do it, Michael Ankeny can. Knows how to get out of those doors super quick. So lights go yellow to green. Let's see who gets the jump. And it's Ankeny and Sovek on the pitch. So it's Ankeny with the lead, needs to make up 0.6. So as they head for that second jump, it's Ankeny touching down to the bottom jump. It's going to cross the line finish, but it's not going to be enough. .309 Ankeny makes up. Needed to do a full 0.6. On goes Sovek. Try to get a feel because, of course, develops and changes as we go through the day.
Yeah, it's late in the day, too, Kev. This is late in the day. It's 4 o'clock. The shadows there is no shadows. It's going to be flat when we get to the finals, which is probably 20 minutes away yet.
Going to be David Ketterer moving into the semifinal rounds. Who will he be facing? The Roman Frost or the Frenchman, Chablis?
Just qualified for the semis, moved into the semis. Next heat's going to show who I'm facing. And it's a nice e-racing day. It's weather. It's tricky conditions. It's a tricky hill. But that's what we came here for, and that's what ski racing's all about.
Coming in strong. Here we go. Trouble on the right.
Frost on the blue carries that 2.43 as they work their way down that first really steep pitch into a little bit of a flat section, and off the top jump you go. Frost is losing that advantage now. Chablis pulling away now. Could he make up 0.2? He's chasing down. It was held by Frost after the first run. Looks like he's got it from here. Across the line he goes. He wins it by .421 on. We'll go the Frenchman to face David Ketterer in the semifinal rounds.
Just charge now. I had fun. Don't get injured and ski as fast as possible.
Hi there, my name's Chris Hill. I'm with Mazda North American Operations. I'm Senior Manager of Content and Brand Partnerships. Mazda's proud to be a sponsor of the World Pro Ski Tour. I think the values of the World Pro Ski Tour align really nicely with the values of Mazda. It's really great to have our brand here, to be with people while they're experiencing culture like ski racing and skiing in general. Those values that we align with the World Pro Ski Tour are this value of hospitality. At Mazda, we call it omotenashi. It's a Japanese word for hospitality, and it's not just hospitality like hosting parties and having a good time. It's really anticipating the needs of your guests. It's anticipating the needs of those that you want to take care of and those that you want to ensure have a great experience. Mazda believes in that. The World Pro Ski Tour believes in that by putting on these amazing races for these amazing athletes. And here at Bear Valley certainly lives by that feeling of omotenashi, putting on a great skiing experience for families and individuals who come up here to check out the Sierras. Another value that Mazda shares with the World Pro Ski Tour is challenger spirit. There's nothing more exciting than watching these racers challenge each other on head-to-head skiing down these gates. It's a really great form of racing and something that really showcases challenger spirit. Mazda is a challenger brand. We have been so for over 100 years, more than 50 years here in the United States, punching above our weight against a lot bigger brands with bigger budgets, but Mazda stays true to what we believe, and that's creating a great driving experience for everyone who experiences our vehicles. And then the final value that Mazda shares with the World Pro Ski Tour, or that the World Pro Ski Tour shares with Mazda, is this value of human centricity, putting the human at the center of everything we do. Mazda builds cars around the person to create that best driving experience. World Pro Ski Tour does the same thing. They're all about the racers. They committee with the racers, they counsel with the racers to ensure the best possible racing experience. As this tour grows, they'll continue to do that to provide great racing and great spectating for people enjoying places like Bear Valley.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Give us some green. Racing underway.
Out on track they go. Voracek gets the jump over Sobek. Down the pitch he goes. The big, strong, powerful Voracek over the second jump. It's still Voracek, but here comes Sobek trying to make up some ground. And Voracek over the bottom bump. It's Voracek still leading. Here comes Sobek. We're going to have to go to the clock. Looks like Sobek wins the run by .105. Get the timing just right to get the jump out of the start. Looks like Ketterer maybe got a jump over on the red course side. Down the pitch they go. Crucial landing there. Not letting the skis bounce. Ketterer at the top of the turn getting really wide there. Here comes Schabel on the blue course side towards the finish. It's going to be Ketterer getting it done, and the advantage going to Ketterer, .347. Well, here we go with the cadence, the second run. Sobek carries advantage over on the red course this run. If he could get out and stay out in front of Voracek, he'll advance into the finals. Voracek, he's not going to give any ground to Sobek as he touches down with the advantage. Needs to make up a little over 1/10 of a second. Wild is Voracek, and he's done. He's out.
Shenanigans.
Oh,
out. He went.
On goes Sobek to the finals. Who will he be facing? Ketterer or Chablis coming up next. Ketterer carries the advantage. He's moved over to the blue course this run. Out on track they go. Looks like Ketterer may have got a little bit of a jump. On Chablis, down the pitch they go. Ketterer out in front, but not by much as they go up the first bump. Maybe it's not even Ketterer with the advantage. Yeah, slight advantage on the blue course side. Chablis, oh, he's in trouble. He's all over the place. Oh, if he goes, tough break.
So Chablis is going to go into the small final with Voracek. Ketterer will join Sobek in the final throwdown. Switzerland, Loch Chabot is on the blue course. This will be one of 2 races.
First, Kondo out on track they go. Looks like it's going to be Voracek with the advantage coming out of the gate. Strong as Voracek into the first jump they go. Working those arms, really get the energy.
Off goes a
lost
shoe.
a ski up there. Woo. Tough break. Voracek wins the first run. He takes a .60 advantage over Lork. So out on track they go. Voracek over on that blue course side has the advantage after the first run of 0.6 of a second. Voracek is getting left behind now across the line. Let's look at the clock. Chabot wins it by .423. Not enough to make up the .60. Looks at the sky. And it's Voracek.
I think the course is in decent shape, and it's a couple problems to solve. You don't want to hit a big hole or make a mistake in the wrong spot, but yeah, that's just what it is.
Out on track they go, a little bit twisted coming on the red course side with Sobek, but he gets the advantage over Ketterer. Ketterer staying focused on his own course. Into the first bump they come. It's Sobek with about a ski's length advantage. They touch down. Down the second pitch we go. Sobek touches down out front. Here comes Ketterer, starting to pour it on the blue course side. Sobek out in front at the bottom bump. It's Sobek going to get to the line first. Not by much across the line to go. Sobek wins the run by 0.518. Out on track they go. Ketterer with a powerful start. Sobek not far behind. This guy's figured out quick. He's your tour leader right now. Ketterer needs to pull off some magic down here, down the pitch. Ketterer starts to pull away now, trying to straighten out that red course. Best he gets way back on his tails. He knew he had to do something. It's going to be Sobek, Christian Sobek, with another victory here on the World Pro Ski Tour. David Ketterer giving him a thumbs up.
Buy Tough. Call for the store. The store is due. Tough. Buy Tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
A car like this shouldn't exist. Something this big, this luxurious, shouldn't move like a Mazda. And yet, it does.
Oh my God, it sounds epic as well. This car is an SUV with bragging rights.
The three-row Mazda CX-90.
For more than half a century, Seiko has been supporting athletes in their efforts to be the best. Now, we want to bring this reliable technology to anyone striving for a goal. Because we understand, a split second can change everything. Keep going forward. Prospex.
Too good. Feels too good. I'd say just a really long day. I think it's almost 5 p.m. now. We started at like 10, so just a lot of hours on the hill. I mean, typical Norwegian weather, not my favorite, but I'm used to it, so not too bad.
It's been a long, trying day. Big thanks to everybody here at the mountain. I see Brad over there and the rest of the crew, Kyle Rasmussen, everybody putting in 100% effort to make it happen today. We pulled it off. Let's get right to it. In fourth place, Loic Chabot. Come on up, Loic. The number 1 qualifier in the number 3 spot today, Philippe Forchek. And your tour winner, 2 races last year here, David Ketterer, going to have to settle for second place today. All right, and number 1 today, number 1 of the tour coming into this race weekend and stretching it out, Christian Sobek.
Tough battle with this guy over here, and we go after it again tomorrow.
Thought it could have been yours.
Well, yeah, I thought so too, but it wasn't, so that's what it is. I had great fun. I want to say thank you to everyone participating and, you know, helping out through these races, including Bear Valley and all the sponsors.
Picking up another Seiko watch, Jill Giovannetti from Seiko presenting the watch. That wraps it up. We'll be out here tomorrow with the men and the women. So join us again for the slalom portion of this weekend's great event here at Bear Valley. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we had a storm that came in yesterday, as you guys saw. It rolled in halfway through the day, and yeah, I think 10 inches of snow fell, and the delay is just us clearing the organizers were clearing the track, pushing all the snow out with the cats, and that takes a little time. So
we got here this morning. We were hoping to
side slip all the steeps off, but the snow was so heavy and there was probably 9 inches up here and 4 to 6 on the lower pitches. Even if we had 100 people, there's no way we could have cleaned it up.
Yeah, I think Aspen was great. I think I skied well. I made a tactical mistake the last day and tried to undercut the line, which hurt a lot when I crashed. We had some rest yesterday, so now I think we're ready to go.
Feeling more confident. Something to get used to for sure. I'm really looking forward to it, to find a hard firm snow and to show what I can do.
So Aspen was my first ever World Pro Ski Tour race, and of course there is like, yeah, I'm a bit older and people are like, it's not possible, but I decided just to like not listen to negative pessimists and go like, it is possible.